Hey guys, Kevin Cage back with another daily cryptocurrency update. Welcome to the channel. Like and subscribe if you like what you see, and let's get right into the information today. One take and uncut. So to kick things off before getting into XRP, so BlackRock, one of the world's largest hedge funds here, makes this announcement today. BlackRock will put climate change at center of investment strategy. And as a few other people have already pointed out, this is not bullish for proof of work cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin. Obviously, people would hope that, these trillions of dollars would go into something like that. But keep in mind, this is completely fine and agnostic for anything that is proof of stake or proof of consensus, proof of correctness, however you'd like to say it. So again, guys, XRP is not proof of work. It is highly efficient and favorable to any climate change regulations as well, which is another pro. And of course, let alone the scalability, the speed, the efficiency, the security, you name it. All right, next, Michael, Val 5 links, Crypto Souk, or Souk, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. A recently launched cryptocurrency exchange based out of Estonia has launched the addition of XRP on its platform, along with Bitcoin and USDC pairs. Good to see another listing. And people were freaking out when XRP was delisted a week or so ago from that other exchange. Guys, the volume of that exchange was only like $1 million per day. And at the end of the day, if it's not profitable, for the exchange or for the people and nobody's trading it, and there's literally just market makers, but there's not even enough to make money it's not profitable for any market makers either, there's no point to have that asset listed. So again, that does not matter to XRP. It probably doesn't matter to the exchange. Just one less thing to worry about. So just wanted to address that. Everyone is just so quick to spread the FUD, the fear, uncertainty, and doubt when there's a delisting, but this happens on a daily basis for a lot of exchanges that can't even stay afloat. And I'm not saying that that exchange is a bad one. I'm just saying that the volume was not there to make sense. Next, XRP Crow. So this is status. I've shown this clip in the past, so I will not show it. But this is Chris Larsen, executive chairman of Ripple in 2013. And yes, this is relevant. I want to keep this in mind for all newcomers. So again, his quote, "You can use the Ripple wallet and use Ripple network to also send Bitcoin." This is in 2013. And in this video, it literally shows Chris Larsen sending Bitcoin on the Ripple network. And keep in mind back then, before, OpenCoin, they called XRP ripples. There's all kinds of different terminology and jargon back then. But again, it's showing the finalization. It's showing the sending the transaction, waiting for consensus, and then boom, on the screen on the right, the transaction is confirmed altogether. And again, here's Chris Larsen. So very cool to see that, and basically just showing how important interoperability is for the future of the payments network. Now, what goes hand in hand with this type of asset-centric type of technology is this. Stewart XRP, or XRP underscore Stewart, right here, the EBA, this is the European Banking Association, emphasizes, promise of distributed ledgers. This is the team Ripple on May 14th of 2015. And as we can see, Stewart actually highlighted a few for us. So the paper describes Ripple as an asset-centric technology which focus on the exchange of digital representations of existing assets. Just like, for example, currencies, metals, stocks, bonds, any asset class, guys. This is the tokenization and, digitization of all of these old legacy technologies, whether they run on paper or are just inefficient, in combination with a shared ledger. It is all distributed. There's no central point of authority and no central point of failure, which is key. All right, now keep in mind, more centralized things can have higher scalability, but there's always a trade-off, so you have to find that perfect balance. All right? And again, technology is always evolving to become the best version of itself, and that is all we can hope to do, is innovate and keep moving forward as a human civilization. So the EBA presents 4 potential use cases for asset-centric technologies, including, here we go, remittance and real-time settlement, obviously the key things to really get XRP kickstarted. Noting that technologies like Ripple merit close attention in the context of the current European drive towards achieving instant payments and in relation to inter-PSP payment systems in general. The paper includes, is this FIDOR's? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I apologize. Implementation of Ripple as a real-world example. And then the Fed strategy for improving the U.S. payment system. Here we go. Keep in mind, SEC Chairman Jay Clayton has already said the infrastructure is there. Now, we're not saying it's the XRP ledger in any way, but it's interesting to talk and see all of these countries and groups working on instant payments. And not only instant payments, but instant settlement. Very different and much more important to reduce these pre-funded accounts around the globe. and actually be that, financial lubrication, the oil to grease the wheels. All right. So of the four categories of the paper defines EBA, concludes the asset-centric technologies like Ripple hold the most promise, advising the industry to stay aware of developments. Guys, this is priming them back in 2015. We know that Ripple, 2011, 2012, they've been around forever. I mean, you can argue even back to 2004 with Ryan Fugger, excuse me. I don't know why I said that. But all right, right here, Matt Navarra. So Twitter's considering a feature that will allow users to tip, sending each other money from their tweets. Sounds a bit familiar, just like XRP Tipbot, which we can already do, which is easy. The layout, the UI is very nice. Again, there's a link in the description for any XRP Tipbot. If you guys want to create that and just send it to your friends and family and test it out, it is highly efficient and it actually settles instantly rather than, using Venmo or, some type of form today. And again, Jack Dorsey, of course, CEO of Twitter, he's been buying Bitcoin in bulk for years at this point. So he is a Bitcoin bull. Again, this will be, I'm imagining, through the US dollar or anything like that. So cool to see that development. And again, this is going to be more and more common in every country and on social media as well. And again, my advice, be your own bank. Be in control of your funds, whether it's crypto, fiat, like US dollar, or precious metals. Make sure that you're in control of your own hard-earned money. Because again, when negative interest rates come, whether it's, 0.5%, why on earth are you paying a bank to hold your money? Okay? Again, I've never met anybody that gets rich by holding a savings account. I meet people that invest or at least create multiple streams of income. All right, lastly, to kick things off, I know I've already addressed this, but just wanted to, again, for anybody, guys, it is important for everybody to have multiple exchanges, whether it's Coinbase, Binance, Bitstamp, Bitrue, Uphold, whatever exchange you guys use, in case you're ever locked out of one or any issues with your Google Authenticator get, unsynchronized. It's important to have multiple on-ramps ready to sell whenever you have a point, whether it's to break even to take some profit and then buy in if it drops again. It's just important to have multiple ways to get your assets off an exchange when the time comes. And Binance US is another reputable exchange, again, FDIC insured, and we both do get $15 if you decide to open an account. However, the states that are not allowed to open it yet because they're awaiting regulation are listed in the description with the link. So if you guys have not created a Binance US account, I highly recommend doing so. Again, the states are Alabama, Alaska, Connecticut, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Louisiana, New York, North Carolina, Texas, Vermont, and Washington. If any of those states were named, those cannot get a Binance US account yet. Anything else, you're good to go. Let me know if you have any questions down below. Be sure to like and share. I appreciate all of you, and I will see you in the next video.